The standard is in hell. I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all. Y'all not gonna get no sleep because of me. I don't know if y'all have heard the news or not, because Cam Newton is back in Charlotte. Cam is back. Superman is back. Praise the Lamb. God is good. Amen. Can I get a witness? I am ecstatic. So you're getting this oversized jacket and this lecture. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys have a great upcoming week. This week's topic is going to be on standards. I'm gonna go a little more in depth with that. So without further ado, I just want to say that having standards is a good thing. And I think that everyone has standards, whether it be conscious or subconsciously. Everyone has like their do's and their don'ts, their wills and their won'ts, their deal breakers, those type of things. I do think everyone has those. Not to the same degree, not even for the same things, but I think everyone has them. And I think standards are unique. I think standards are a part of what make us individuals, but they're important nonetheless. They are like your boundaries in a way. They let you know and let the world know what you're going for and what you're not going for. Like, this is my bare minimum. Like, we're not going under here. Like, my standard is this. This job must meet these requirements. I must get paid this much money, you know? If you take that to relationships, into the dating world, then it's pretty much like, okay, these are my requirements for a mate, for a relationship. Not writing everything down like a blueprint, not doing that. Like, for the person I want to date, you know, I would like for them to have a job. At first, I thought that this video was going to be aimed towards the ladies primarily, but as my week went on, I'm gonna include the men in here too. I'm gonna have to, but I'm gonna start with the ladies. Ladies. One of my concerns with how I see standards now in society is that I understand wanting the 6 foot, 6-pack, 6-figure nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand wanting the physically attractive, financially stable. I understand. I want one. I do. It just kind of makes me raise my eyebrow, or I hear or see women who don't have it together and you want a man who's well put together, but for what? Like, I understand why, but can you compliment him? You want the 6 foot, the physically in shape, financially stable, head of your household, but you're a scammer. You don't have yourself in order. You don't have your life in order. You live in the club. You live for attention. I must say that even if you can pull one of those men. My question is, can you sustain it? Because a lot of times, as people, we want things that we're not ready for. For the ladies out here, I understand wanting the man who has it all together, but I think we just need to make sure that we have ourselves in check. And if you're not there yet, well then, welcome to the club. But you need to be able to compliment your significant. You need to be able to compliment your mate. You need to be an asset, not a liability. Shout out to my mama, because she used to tell me that all the time. But seriously, you need to be an asset, not a liability. Like, you need to be someone that, like, he doesn't have to worry about. No one's asking you to, like, go to work with him or anything like that. Make sure you're the type of woman he can actually flaunt for reasons other than looking good. Because that's just not it, y'all. It's really not. Y'all look at Sierra and you look at Russell, and I think they're a lovely couple. I do. Look at Aisha and you look at Steph. Not to get into the idolatry of other people's relationships, but these are people who, one, when they got into those relationships, they had standards. They held true to their beliefs during the dating process, and their marriages are reaping the benefits of it. You know, Sierra dating Bow Wow was not the same Sierra dating Russell. She was a different woman, but she was a different woman in the sense of her morals at that point, like how she was going about about things. But they were celibate for however long they dated until their marriage. And saying celibacy is going to ensure a lifelong marriage, because celibacy without purity is nothing. All that to say, make sure you're practicing and becoming the woman so that you can attract the kind of man that you want. You can attract that type of man and not be that woman, but I doubt you can sustain it. And that's going to cause more damage than it will help you. If you're someone who never knew how to manage money, if you're someone who never understands like deadlines, if you're someone who doesn't understand like the actual like things that this man might understand, you're not going to compliment him. And I hate to be a Kevin Samuels. I really do, because I don't agree with a lot of things that he says. If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, congratulations. He's a unique character. If you don't know who he is and you're interested, you can definitely look him up on YouTube. But I will say is one thing he harps on. You need to make sure you are the type of woman that can compliment and be like alongside that man that you want so badly. Like, you don't need to be a woman that just looks like she's just like holding on for dear life. As women, we need to make sure that we are in check ourselves and understand that we should be able to bring things to the table that we are demanding of another man. Editing break. As I was editing, I realized that I missed saying something that I really, really wanted to emphasize. And the reason that I'm even really addressing the women is because, ladies, I feel like it starts with us. Like, I know right now, these men, not it. By setting a standard for yourself, you're creating a standard for them. If guys know that they just can't walk in and out and treat you any kind of way and treat you like garbage, then they have to abide by it or leave. By creating standards is everyone isn't going to abide by it, but they can leave. You deserve respect. You deserve the things that you desire, as long as they're good desires and as long as they don't disrespect him. You deserve it. Who these niggas gonna date? Themselves? Each other? If we hold a standard to ourselves first, then they have to abide by it. And the same for them. My guys, my boy, you hold a standard for a woman, then anyone and everyone just can't walk in and out the door. Like, y'all, we can change the narrative. It could really be better than what it is now. There's hope in dating. Everyone isn't toxic. Everyone isn't bad. Everyone isn't out to get you. Everyone isn't damaged. Like, let's heal and let's move on. Let's address the problem and let's move on. I believe that who you want is out there. You may not know what he looks like yet. You may not know a lot of things yet. You know what you want, and you know what you want for a reason. You're not crazy. You got this. Now for my men, if there's any men who are gonna see this. Oh, I don't even know. I don't want to speak out of anger. I don't want to speak out of like disgust or judgment. And to try to have as much grace in my speech as possible. Story time. Okay. This guy who I actually think is like really cute. I saw him at the gym earlier looking fine. I went home, got on Instagram, whatever, and he had messaged me, with the little eyes. He hit me with I was like, oh, all right. I was like, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I got on Facebook. And like, he was on my Facebook timeline too. We're friends on like all social media. And I had like clicked on his profile and I was scrolling down and just looking at what he posted. And I've never been so like turned off. Like, cut the light off. Like, more. I don't want it. You're not cute to me no more. It was the way he was portraying himself to be. And everyone says social media isn't real, and it's not. A lot of it isn't real. You sit down and type. That's you talking. That's you typing. That's you saying what you said. And you can disagree with me, but you can also disagree with your mother. Like, he was very degrading towards women. I love sex with people. And literally, like the little, like the fangirling I did, it like went away. I was like, oh, this is what he, like the player vibe. Like, he's definitely a player. Cool. We weren't talking before this. We won't talk after this. I say all that to say, like, Guys also need to be aware of the way they portray themselves. I hear and bash women and talk about women, wrapping around back to Kevin Samuels. Be very careful not to bash people, especially a whole gender, whenever you yourself are not in check. Or you don't have standards yourself, be very, very careful to not go out here and tell and make other and try to make other people look a certain way. Be humble yourself. Same way, talk about women being hoes and how you don't trust anybody because all girls are the same. Or maybe it won't mean a lot coming from me because I'm a woman. Maybe you need a father or a man to tell you. I just want to let you know that whenever you flaunt that you have hoes or that you just really just be sleeping with everyone, it's not as cute as you think. In the same way that you look at a woman and you're like, bro, she ran through. I'm just trying to hit. Like, she ran through. I don't want no parts. I don't want none of that. That goes both ways. That's a two-way street. Society tells women to have standards all the time. Men, y'all need to get it together. It's not cute. Like, I don't know why do you do it because your bros do it? You don't look any more like a man to me because you have a million bodies. Like, the standard is in hell. Wrapping this back around to the women, I am talking to the women first because I feel like if we actually apply standards to our life, then these men can't act how they want. If you're someone who just like is always trying to prove to the world or prove to yourself or to the boys that you got hoes or something like that, I'm not gonna take you serious. And you can say whatever you want. You can say I got trust issues. You call me crazy. You can call me whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. If I was the same way and I was just trying to compete with the world and sleep with everyone, you wouldn't take me serious for a second. And I don't blame you. You really want someone who was ran through. The same things you want, you need to be practicing yourself if you really, really want it. The things that you require of other people, you need to be able to give it to that person that they required it of you. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Love you guys. And keep pounding. Keep pounding. You feel me?